Good morning, Hexicans and Pulsicans unite. What is going on, guys? This is Corey Geary with the DeFi Crypto Alliance show, where we're doing our best to bridge the gap between our fellow entrepreneurs, our real estate investors, and the crypto community to bridge the gap between wealth creation and wealth preservation. Got the PulseX classes on the day because PulseX is going to effing moon very soon. I've got the bubbles on because it is a party today. I am celebrating moon time. You guys locked in? Are you ready? Because the time is now. If you're not mistaken, you can go look at, if I'm not mistaken, we can go look at the charts together and see how close we are to take off. There's only one chart that really matters. Man, a bubble machine creates a mess. I don't know how often I'll use that, but that was a lot of fun. That's my daughter's bubble machine, actually. She goes around the house spraying that thing everywhere, and it's like soap. It's crazy. Either way, it was fun. So yeah, guys, I mean, God, man, I just couldn't be the situation, the landscape, the fundamentals, everything. Just all around couldn't be more bullish. I mean, with the OA staking of the Hex, now he's doing these long-term stakes along with his short-term stakes. And then the inflation cut of ink. God, guys, the landscape is just setting up for the most parabolic movement. I mean, as you guys know, we talk about the 5 engines in the rocket ship, right? And this is what kept my resolve all through this freaking bear market. Is these 5 engines. And one was Donald Trump getting into the office, right? That engine is ignited. It's blasting off. The engine's ready. 2 was, the ETH ETF. Well, a combination of 2. ETH ETF getting approved and then ETH to BTC ratio reversing. So that was number 2. We are in that territory right now. When it happens, technically, I don't know the date or the time, but we're so close, right? I have a lot of guys who are smarter than me, who I follow, even some of them that are not in the Pulse Chain ecosystem, are just really, crazy good at the TA stuff. And we're almost there, or we are there. That's rocket engine number 3. Oh, 2. Rocket engine number 3, which I think we are on the cusp of. It's going to happen probably either, this week, next week, and that's clarity around the SEC. Auntie Carol's Christmas cookies coming into the mail. They're a little bit late, but that's fine. I don't mind these cookies being late. They're going to taste good. I got a feeling, never financial advice. It's either that or, the SEC's been doing a lot of behind closed doors meetings. And they're getting ready, I think, basically take all the Operation Choke Point 2.0 off the table. So that's rocket engine number 3, and I think it's going to happen this week or next. Rocket engine number 4 was RH streaming. I think that's going to happen shortly, right after the SEC or Christmas cookies coming in where we don't have jurisdiction. That would be the Christmas cookies. SEC would be a dismissal, I guess. And I think the streaming would happen shortly after. Why do I think that? And why do I think the SEC is a nothing burger now? Because I don't think RH would be making these moves on chain without the attorney's blessings. And so this is probably why we saw for the last couple of years since Pulse Chain's been out, none of these moves being made along with no streaming. So he was not in there, protecting his assets or doing the good work of a benevolent actor, which we all love him for. And he wasn't able to do that because his attorneys were giving him the no. I've been in, multiple lawsuits in my entrepreneurial journey. And especially depending on this caliber of a lawsuit, I promise you, he has to get approval for everything he does, whether it's a live stream, the Christmas videos. Those Christmas videos, I guaranteed, are like scripted or done, and then they're handed over to attorneys, and the attorneys are like, oh, no, you got to cut this out. You got to cut this out. You can say this a little bit more. You spend on this a little bit more. It's all under their advisory. That's what he's paying them for. And same when he's doing blockchain stuff. And so being that his attorneys now, in my opinion, are like, hey, yeah, go ahead. You can do that now. Oh, wow. What do you know? What do you know about the case that everyone else doesn't know? I mean, they're going to be first to know anyways, right? They're the closest to the information, in my opinion. And maybe some insiders. That's always a possibility. We always see that, right? The insiders, because I mean, you had the SEC announcement. The candles were already red before the announcement, for the public announcement, and vice versa. I mean, the Keys candles are green lately. You can blame it on RH, cutting the inflation, which I think that is a big help. But maybe there's some insiders that know some information about the SEC or jurisdiction that no one else knows. It's possible. I don't know. You just want to cut these things out, but still, regardless, it's great. So number 4 is him streaming again. He needs the attorneys okay to do that. Being that he's moving on chain, I think he'll be streaming in the next, guys, I think it's the next 2 to 4 weeks. I hope. I'm probably wrong about it, but man, I'm being optimistically bullish on him streaming. I think it's right around the corner, and I think that would send green candles even more hard than him bringing over the Ethereum. It would. It would absolutely make the ecosystem go parabolic, and he knows that. Rocket engine number 5 is privacy pools coming to Pulse Chain. That's right around the corner. They've been building on testnet v4 for I think about a half a year now. And so the PulseX deployer is over there building that, and so it's a matter of time now that they are making moves again. They're deploying stuff. It'll be a matter of time before we see privacy pools, especially with Tornado Cash founder, him saying, basically not go to jail and he's good to go. Is going to give RH the go ahead, or his devs to go ahead and start releasing those privacy pools, because whales don't like being front run, guys. They're people like us, right? They don't want to be front run by everybody who's really good at chain analysis and then 100 of his buddies. It's just not doesn't work. It doesn't work. So it would allow really huge money to get in. And I think really huge money is going to get in once the clarity is around the SEC, because big money likes confirmation. They like certainty. Even though there's risk in crypto, there's ways to mitigate risk. There's ways of being certain. Obviously, with the SEC case for the last 2 years, we had a lot of whales that exited the system because of the uncertainty, and those guys will come back in and give us a new price floor. It's my opinion. It's not financial advice. You can make your own decisions. Go buy stocks and bonds, like Sami says, right? Like, I don't care. Do what you want. It's this is what I'm doing with my money, but I am so effing bullish right now. The landscape couldn't be any better. This is just it is amazing. And him cutting down that inflation. I was talking about this on Crypto 7 show the other day. I was a guest on his show, guys, on Saturday. If you want to go back and watch that, it was great. It was like 45 minutes long. It was awesome. To get on his show and talk a lot of the European guys out there, because a lot of the Hexicans follow him out there. But I look at the OA as like the Fed. So what does the Fed do? The Fed, they will cut interest rates or taper back the money printer when the economy is overheated. It's been booming for years, and they want to kind of cause a bit of a bear market, right? Or they want to taper back the economy, and then vice versa. They turn the money printer back on, and then lower interest rates when they want the economy to go boom. We're seeing that kind of we're in the middle of that transition right now with Mr. Donald Trump in office. In crypto, it works the opposite, where if you want something to go boom, you need to cut back the inflation or even make it deflationary, make it more scarce, and that's going to send that asset skyrocketing up. And vice versa, if you want to reward the long-term thinkers, long-term holders, the stakers, the time to reward them for that is in the bear market, right? When prices are getting crushed. Let's go ahead and let the inflation out now. So I think, so here's my speculation. Once again, it's not financial advice. I'm just a dude in the internet. That's all I am. And I wear funny hats and glasses, and I play with bubble machines. That's all we do over here on the DeFi Crypto Alliance show. But I think we're going to see this happen where he is in bull markets. He will taper back all inflation and, allow price to go up with all that massive sell pressure from the sharks and whales. And then in the bear market, he will reward the holders and the true believers with inflation. So once again, I'm just speculating, right? And this is why the bulk of his hex is not staked 15 years. I think he will keep a rolling stake for the bulk of the bull market, and then we'll see what happens, And he's also either the master chef of the PulseX contract, or he knows the master chef, right? One of his guys over there. They can do the same with ink, with the inflation. So I think it's a freaking brilliant strategy. We see it in everyday, markets. We see it in the economy. We see it now. We see it here in crypto. And so, super exciting stuff. This is the week to be leaning in, guys. I mean, if you haven't got your DCAs in, once again, not financial advice, times to get the DCAs in is now. The train's going to leave the station, and the floor will be reset. And I'm even going through some of my altcoins on Pulse Chain and be like, man, how much of a believer am I in this? Because when the RH assets start taking off like tremendously, it will suck all the volume out of the room. It will suck all the liquidity. I think so. Some of these altcoins are gonna get wrecked. So that's just my opinion. And what happened was that would pump really hard, and then the full black into the altcoins. It's like the whole Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins. In the blue chip world, we have our own little system that works almost the same on microcycles. So be careful what you're holding there and try to focus your economic energy, in my opinion, on RH assets. Why we're still here closer to the bottom than we are to the top. I couldn't be more bullish, man. It is exciting time, guys. Let's look at the secret chart, because that's all you guys come here to watch anyways, is check out the secret chart to see if you're in the right place at the right time. And man, I got news for you. We are. Let me share a screen real quick. Here we go. Man, this is freaking sick, guys. This is Pulse measured in ETH terms on the weekly. This is amazing. This is all the SEC FUD, right? Months of data coming back and retesting the SEC FUD, aka Interpol. It's just part of the script's already been written, the movie's already set. We just got to participate. And this is literally like you could have predicted this. A lot of the fundamental and TA guys did. And so then we started blasting off in this channel. I did not think, guys, we're going to break out of this channel on the weekly. I imagine we'd probably come back and retest somewhere here. This is now going to be support. We'll see if we break down through it. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe we create a W, because ideally what you want to see is something like this. And then we W. That's good market structure, with a lower high like that. And then, we blast off to freaking the moon from there. I don't know. That would be interesting to see how it plays out. That's one scenario, a very bullish scenario. But man, the guys, this is insane. ETH ain't going anywhere. ETH will do just fine this cycle. We just need to know that we're going to do better than ETH. And then all the other stuff is leverage on top of Pulse, right? PulseX, Ink, Hex. Man, look at that screen. All of it's green. God. eHex up 27% on the day. Who is buying that? That's crazy. It's great. It's great, man. I'm glad I didn't sell all my eHex. I accumulated some there in the bottom. Thank goodness, man. That was it was rough. It was rough to keep the resolve on that one. And I'll tell you what, guys, RH, staking eHex and also cutting the inflation down over there gives it validity. It tells me that he still gives a shit about eHex. Sorry, the OG maxis are going to hate that. But that means he actually still gives a shit about eHex. If he's over there playing the game with that asset, that means he cares about it, guys. Jeez. I mean, I don't know what other evidence I need to have a bag of that. Yeah, I mean, the maxes will tell you different. I get it. But man, eHex is not done. It's got the lowest liquidity, highest risk to reward, out of all the RH assets is eHex. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my biggest bag. Look, I get it because I always said it's the high risk, high reward, right? The low liquidity, not much buy pressure, it sends it to the moon is the reward, but the risk was always if RH were to shit on it again, right? If he'd come out and say, make a tweet, hey guys, why are you buying EHEX? You should be buying PX, and then net are 90% to Goblin Town. That's what happened last time. So there's your risk. You got to analyze these with your portfolio always and how much money you attribute. But man, him making moves over there on EHEX, yeah, just for me, it adds validity to it. It says that he's not done with it yet. I be careful. If you want a nice little meme coin bag out of the RH assets, EHEX is a good play. It might get some meme coin type gains from the very bottom, right, of EHEX. So it'd be interesting to see. I don't know. What do you guys think? 126 of you guys watching right now. This is very good. We got 84 of you guys on Twitter. Give me a retweet if you can. Help the algorithm out. Let's keep preaching the good word of wealth creation and wealth preservation with a little bit of help in the middle, right? And if you're on YouTube, smash the bell notifications, hit the subscribe. Statistics, I look at my statistics all the time, and it's like 50% of you guys are not subscribed who watch my show. What the hell are you watching my show for? Come on, subscribe. I won't flood your inbox like Sami. Come on. I don't mind Sami's flooding of my inbox. But, guys, I only stream like maybe 4 times a week. So hit the subscribe for me. Help the algorithm as much as we can so we can blast this show to the stratosphere. Because not only are we going to have to be preaching the wealth creation that all you guys already kind of know, but the wealth preservation side of, taking profits, not paying taxes in between, that's what we're going to be focusing on too. We're going to be talking about deal structure and real estate, all that stuff, the top of a bull. So that way you crypto bros understand how to position yourself when taking profits. Unless your goal is to go spend it on like Lamborghinis and hookers and blow. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys are in that stage of your life. I am long gone out of that stage of my life. That was Corey in his 20s and 30s and 30s, not 40s. Early 40s. Shit, I'm 48. I gotta sometimes think about that because I don't feel 48. So I was checking with you guys here in the chat, see what's going on. I know the show is a little early today. I had some time, so I was like, man, I'm gonna spin this up early so I can get some extra time of the day. What's up, Pray Banana? Hit the like and sub, guys. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Thanks for showing up and supporting the channel. I think Q1 to be slow, but Q2, well, if you follow market cycle theory, end of March, somewhere in April is the top of altcoin season. We are having a little bit of delay as far as cycle theory. I'm a very big advocate of cycle theory and following the cycles where we're at. We're following the 2017 Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle. Tommy talks about it too. If you go back and look at the fractals, it's very spot on. It's just a little bit on the later side. So I'm thinking, it's depending on what you're talking about. If you're talking about the top or the initial run up, right now, I think the run up is starting. This is it. So like the opportunity to buy is like you're running out of time, like right now. Like this is it. I think once there's clarity around SEC and RH is streaming, there is a new floor. That's it. There is a new floor that we base everything out of now. Before the floor was like that. If you depending if you're measuring ETH or against DAI, if you're measuring against the dollar, right? It was that 4 zeros 3-3 range was the bottom support of. We kept retesting. I think we kind of dipped below at one time. That was the old floor. The new floor, I don't know where it'll be. Maybe it's a 2 or 3x above that. I don't know. Whatever. But time is running out. Yes, great. SEC news would be amazing. I think it'd happen any day. Or those Christmas cookies are going to come in. Nuclear Herbs has talked about it multiple times that, it has to be perfect the way she wrote the response because her career's in the line. Her reputation's on the line. She cares about her job. That's her life. And she does not want an appeal to win because that hurts all that. So, She wanted it to be ironclad. So maybe she was also, looking to see what the administration was going to do to help sway her decision. I don't know. That's speculation. I think nuclears would tell me that I'm crazy. That would not be any reason. But I don't know. Well, she's got to see all the current events going on. So it'll be interesting to see. I think we're right there, man. I think we're right there. The train's about to leave the station. I'm telling you guys. Why do you think RH is doing all this? And he's doing it in preparation. The train is about to leave the effing station. That's it. It's all I've been waiting for. What up, Crypto Stylist? How are we doing? 100%. Yes, thank you for showing up. Love it. Thank you so much. I'm excited that you think RH will resume streaming soon. That would be potentially more lit than I think so too, man. It'd be one of the most bullish events we'd see in a very long time, just because the community needs a leader. They need someone to beat the drum. They need someone to get behind. I know, like, a lot of the guys are like, no, we don't need that. We have enough streamers. We could do this on our own. Look, man, every great company has a leader, right? Tesla, Elon, right? Amazon, Jeff Bezos, right? Apple, Tim Cook, and Steve Jobs, and these guys who moved the needle of the company. This is the same thing. Right? It's everyone in the world. You have hierarchy. Jeez, in leadership, it's just, yeah, we'll do fine without him streaming. Sure, some of these guys' argument is a little bit justified, but if you want moon time streaming, man, it would do it. Yep, RH no stream will be amazing. He keeps that in the back pocket for the right time. I think it's right after Clarity, man. But we'll see. Archie, what up, Avenue Corey? Exciting times. I know, man. All the preparation, that's all this is like, hey, get your bags packed. I'm cutting back the inflation. I'm cutting back the perma dumpers. I'm going to get these guys to capitulate because I'm going to send everyone to the moon. Or the bags packed. Move. Agreed, man. It was funny. I was before he had cut the inflation of the ink token. It was after he did Hex, and me and Coffee were over here at the Cava Bar in Puerto Rico. Coffee lives out here too, and we do this Crypto Thursday over there once in a while. It's really cool. And he was there, and it's exactly the conversation we had. We're like, man, the next GOAT move that he could do to really send the ecosystem to the stratospheres, cut the inflation of the ink, or somehow put a buy and burn or a utility that would gobble up all the inflation where that would not hit the market somehow. That was a conversation we had literally before the next day you wake up and like, oh, wow, 90%. I didn't think they'd cut it that much, too. That's a lot. That's a huge cut, guys. 90%. That's crazy. The Hex inflation was cut in half. The ink inflation is 90%. So I mean, I'm sure he did some calculations, some numbers, ran some some scenarios through AI or whatever. Who knows how he did it, right? And he figured out, okay, well, if I stop this much inflation and this much dumping, it'll take this much money to pump and man, guaranteed, man. He crunched those numbers. It'd be cool. Corey Investor, what up, bro, man? Hey, Corey, missed you in PR. Had a full itinerary. I'm bullish on the pump starting this month. Hopefully next. So many factors will be coming to light within the next 6 months. Let's go. Yeah, man. And plus, I'll be out at the PLS 369 tour. You'll probably be there. You're always at these events. We're sponsoring it. The DeFi Wealth Trust is sponsoring it, actually. And so we'll be out there. We're going to be speaking on stage. And Chris will be there. Chris, the tax strategist. So you guys have, your hard questions about, that trust where you don't pay any taxes on. Come out to the PLS 369 tour and ask Chris in person all the difficult questions. Because, man, if you ask me, I'm not going to know, right? I'm just a dude who gets guys who are smarter than me around me. That's all I do. And that's what Chris is. Like, he's a guy who is way smarter than me when it comes to taxes and even some like legacy investing. The guy there's no other. I mean, I met him at an apartment syndication mastermind. And he was doing this trust for all the real estate guys and his huge, apartment syndicator guys, and I was like, man, how do we get this in crypto, and not just crypto where you can go buy Bitcoin and Ethereum on Coinbase, but how we get it in DeFi. And that's where we put our heads together. We went to the training, got the attorneys involved, got the trustee involved, and came up with the DeFi Wealth Trust. So he'll be there, answer all the questions. If you don't want to pay any taxes this bull run, man, could be the GOAT move, man. I don't know. King J, the pump is coming. I know, man. We are there. Loving it, man. I am pumped today. I went to the gym, feeling good. Going to conquer the week. And going to try to see if I scrape up one more DCA. I doubt it's going to happen, but I'm going to look at my bank account and be like, all right, where can I trim something for a DCA? Just one little bullet in will make me feel good if we freaking went to the moon this week. Feeling so blessed to be in the RH ecosystem right now. I'm telling you, man. My resolve was shooken a couple times, but I never lost my resolve. We kept beating the drum. We kept screaming through the loudest megaphone in Pulse Chain about these beautiful assets and this asset class and this community. And here we are, man. The work will get paid off, and then retail can come and buy after with all the green candles. Hey, I was retail once. I bought 33-cent hex, so I paid my dues. Yield wreck, but price appreciation potential to the moon. Man, you got that right. To the effing moon. And yield might not be wrecked in the bear market. That's my speculation, Hex Monkey. I don't know if that's will come true or not, but I think he'll allow the yield to come out, or he'll up the yield in the bear market. I really do. So, King J, 100x by end of year. Man, 100x. Which one? Which asset? Maybe Inc. from the very bottom. What is that? $400? Inc. was like 40 cents, 45 cents. I don't know where it was in the 40-cent range. So a 10x would be like $4. What is that? $40 100x? Is my math right there, guys? Is my I'm just gonna. I can't math this morning, but if I take 40 cents and time by 100, need 400. No, it's 40. Shit, dude, the Ink's gonna 100x. Ink's definitely gonna 100. That's not financial advice. It's gonna do a lot more than 100x. Man, I think Ink, that's gonna be the one. Holy shit. Low liquidity also, very little supply. Now the inflation's gone. You didn't believe in Ink before. I don't know what you're doing. Just the rest of the assets going up from Hart's Law will send Ink to the effing moon because the low supply and low liquidity, and there's no OA bag. I'm sure the OA has a chunk of that. There's 55,000 Ink in 55 million Ink in circulation. I'm sure the OA has a very good chunk of that because he was yield farming, but he was not giving a supply before launch, right? So like this is like that 55 million. What part of that is the OA? I don't know anymore. Like to be a real shark or dolphin, you might think, okay, I need either 55,000 to be a shark or 5,500 to be a shark. When the reality is it's probably a lot less because the OA owns a lot of that supply. I just don't know how much of that supply he owns. It's not, it's not known to us. Like Pulse X is more known to us. Pulse is more known to us. Obviously Hex. I wish someone would do a lot of chain analysis around that and give us some updated. Maybe someone has. If you guys know anyone who's done that, that's an interesting metric I would like to know because there was no OA bag on Ink. He yield farmed it and he bought it up last year. He bought a shit ton of it. What is his bag versus what's on market and in users' hands? I would love to know that metric because that's really going to tell us there again, King J. Trying to figure out what the 100x Ink, bro. Shit, maybe 1,000x, man. 1,000x, $400. Is that right, man? Math right today? Ease. I'm just gonna put on the calculator in case because I don't want to say it wrong on the stream. That's $400, man. Holy shit. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion, man. There's 1,000 that's coming to the RH assets. I think it'll be Ink. God, that's crazy. Man, God, if you guys know the OA supply here, because there's a supply over there, I would love to know it. Because that's going to tell you your true position in that asset, right? Like I always judge my assets. Like I'm always like, oh, I want to reach a shark position. I want to reach a dolphin position. Like I'm always like, depending on the asset, I'm always trying to achieve that as a goal, and that's how I kind of base my DCAs around. That's how I'd be interested to know that metric. K Hut said EHEX is closest to the billions on ETH. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, it's the closest to the front door in many ways to retail, the big KOLs who are going to play. Like what the hell is his name? The one guy who left, Marty I can't think of his name, but like he sold all his EHEX when Richard shit on it when he was like building us up. That's what they do. They're going to buy that first. They don't understand the bridge and all that, which is crazy. They're in crypto, but yeah. But I agree. EHEX, man, once things start flying, God, EHEX is just a dark horse, man. And people don't realize everyone got fudded out there in the beginning, man, because the OGs are fudding everyone out. Sheesh. The only time I got fudded on it was when obviously Richard made that tweet. But then I sat back and I'm like, man, he didn't say EHEX was like gone. And like he just said, hey, come over buy PHEX instead. Yeah, hey, that's justified. Smash the likes. Come on, help the algorithm, guys. Let's boost it to the stratosphere. Toby Wan, what up, man? Welcome to the show, bro, man. Always good to see you. Toby Wan doing the good work out there. He's always, I feel like, has a great message for the crypto community. Good TA, too, man. I haven't seen your TA in a while. I think it's been a while. I mean, maybe last time I saw was on EHEX. Love to see some of the TA. They used to follow that really closely, man. So thanks, man. Appreciate you. I hope it'd be awesome if you came out to the PLS 369 tour. Chris will be there. That'd be good. Heskavator, good morning. What is going on, Heskavator? Top of the morning or afternoon to you. Errol Z, it's time, bro. I've never felt like it's more time than now. Like, and it's funny. It's like in our community, people are like, oh, just ready for this to go. And I'm like, can we just have another month? I've waited this long. Like, if I go wait another month to get like 1 or 2 more DCAs, I'm being greedy. I know. I'm being greedy. Belgian Hatzikin, what up? Good to see ya. Aren't the OA current moves similar to quantitative easing and quantitative tightening healthy? Yeah, it's exactly it, man. He's playing the same cards that the Fed plays with the economy. It's exactly it. It's genius. And it was probably always part of the plan, Toby Wan. That's what I think. Like, it was like he's talked about this on stream before, but like he was unable to do anything because once again, his attorneys are dictating every move he's doing. And so for some reason in the last month or few weeks, things have gotten a lot more lighter as far as what he could do. And they probably are like, oh yeah, you can do that now. Oh, you can do that now. Yep, we're good to go. And who knows? Just more signs that we're out of the weeds, in my opinion. So once again, you're able to buy closest to that SEC FUD. It's not right there, but I mean, we're still in the SAC price, 45% on Pulse and even deeper on Pulse X. But Pulse X is catching up with Pulse, man. Man, that's going to hit 1-to-1 parity. What the hell? Oh, unpopular opinion. Pulse X might surpass Pulse. God, I know some guys who are going to be like pissed off at that when that happens. I mean, Pulse X is up to the right, completely up to the right parabolic chart against Pulse. Doesn't take a dummy to know a market maker is not behind that. Oh, and the buy and burn. The buy and burn helps, but I think that's a market maker. Someone is readjusting ratios in the background and getting ready. That's also preparation. Getting ready for takeoff. He wants things to be in a certain way. I don't know why. They're smarter than us. That's why we're not market makers. Maybe some of you guys are. I don't know. Don't know everybody who watches my show. Mr. Crypto Jizzy, 11-cent PHEX by March. What, bro? What month? Is that the repricing from the SEC? The new floor? The new standard? That'd be insane. I remember when like X was at a point where everyone's like, no, it would never drop below 10 cents. Shit. 10 cents and beyond. But who knows, man? Maybe this bull run, that will be the new floor. I don't know. I don't know. What is that from here? We're at 1.8 cents roughly. It's not out of the question, man. At 5-6x. If we have everything kind of come in line in the next month, I don't know. I don't think that's too far to left field. I know. So we'll see. Gingerbread Man, what up, bro? Man, fellow entrepreneur from the community. The front running of ETH is turbo bullish. When Trump, Elon, or some other influencers tweet about ETH, the game is over. Pulsing will be number one blockchain. I agree. The fact that we're kind of like waiting for the altcoin season, waiting for the ETH BTC ratio to kind of go the other way, the Bitcoin dominance to break down, whatever metric you're following. Like the fact that we're kind of ahead of that, man, that is awesome. We are front running the rest of the markets here. And yeah, man, I've never been more bullish on ETH too. I mean, freaking Donald Trump. I mean, you guys know this. Donald Trump has more ETH in his personal portfolio, World Liberty, than he has BTC. Why is that? Why is BlackRock buying by the hundreds of millions right now? I'm seeing it like crazy of Ethereum. They're preparing for some. Fidelity sold Bitcoin last week and bought ETH. What do they know that we don't know? Quit funding ETH, guys. Quit funding ETH. Not you, Gingerbread Man. I know you're bullish on ETH. Shit. Add case dismissal, hopefully, and it will full send. I'm waiting for, I know that's the tweet I'm waiting for from RH after case is gone. Should I go live? Dude, I remember being around the days when RH would stream weekly. And that was his thing, man. It's a lot of times like on the weekend, Saturdays, Sundays. And it's almost like I'd come to expect it, right? It was really a lot of fun. And he always put that tweet out first. Hey, should I go live? And the chat would blow up, or the tweet would just blow up from responses. And of course he'd go live, and it was awesome back in the day. And so, man, and he don't even have to stream to the degree he used to. Man, he used to stream like a maniac. Once, twice a week. It'd be 8 hours long. It was like, oh my God, bro, you don't got to do that. Like, and if you're getting burnt out, understand why you're getting burned out. I stream. That's why I stream very little. It's 4 or 5 times a week, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. These 8-hour streams. Matty Allen does those. Like some of these guys, I can't do that, man. I get burned out. I want to make this a long-term hobby. But yeah, should I go live? I am ready for that. Mr. Crypto Jizzy, he won't go live till prices are up after all this time. Man, I think he's just simply waiting for his attorneys to go, all right, man, go ahead, bro. Do you. You do you. I think that's what he's waiting for. Once again, not financial advice. Maybe he's using it as like one of the tools in this tool belt for the top of the market to push the market another 20%. I don't know, man. I think he's going to go live as soon as the attorneys give him the green light. And that green light's probably within the next 2 to 4 weeks. I could be completely wrong about that. And I'm wrong about my, calls all the time. And I'll admit I'm wrong about them. Like, it's just, I'm speculating, dude. That's all it is. But it would be freaking beautiful, man. I'm telling you. The candles would go so green from him going live. They'd be more green than him bringing over the ETH. And that would, that would get retail in. We need retail in because the altcoin season is, man, it's priming up right now. Go look at the charts, right? Go look at the market cycle from the 2017 Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle and all the fractals and how they line up and where we're at. It's just a little on the later side. That's all it is. The normal, the fractals are still right on point. And man, he knows that shit. So why not prepare and get things going, to Gingerbread Man's point, things going, green, if you will, before the rest of the market does it. Because once ETH starts, turning against Bitcoin, or the dominance starts breaking down, that's it. It's game on for all altcoins, not just even our ecosystem. An RH podcast will be epic. Dude, can you give him a call up and we'll do a podcast in this show? That would be like bucket list shit, bro. Him and Sami, man. I've been trying to get Sami on here too, man. And Sami just keeps blowing me up. Like, bro, I know you're busy, man. Yeah. quit making 8 videos a day and spend one of them on my show. Get over here. I got better luck getting Sami on here than RH. I have to get to a point of I don't know, 1 million viewers or 1 million subscribers. So guys, come on, start subscribing now. Hit the subscribe button. We're gonna get RH on this show. The only way we're gonna do that and do an epic podcast with RH is start smashing the subscribe button. But yes, a Joe Rogan type podcast, bro. Be sick. Be so sick, man. 210 of you guys watching. Come on. I need you guys to like and subscribe so we can get RH on my show. It's the only way. Remember, he says he only punches up. He never punches down. That was his I remember him saying that when he's talking about going on podcasts and people's show. He's like, I'm only going to punch up. I'm not going to punch down. Makes sense. Totally makes sense. I won't have the glory he wants at these prices. It won't have the glory. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I think his live stream sends it and gives him the glory. But once again, speculation. Belgium Hex, I need a buyer for my rental. Oh, you're trying to sell it. Okay. I don't blame you, man. I've liquidated most of my real estate. I got one rental property out in Arizona, and I got a build to rent syndication I'm in, fund or syndication, not a fund, a syndication. They sell these to hedge funds, guys, though, and they keep flipping it. I make 20% IRR on that deal, guys. That's freaking amazing. Put that in the trust. Yes, yeah. But yeah, I'm 95% liquidated on my real estate for crypto. Jeez, it's crazy. I still believe we get the biggest pump before PulseX gets V3R. It's just man, dude, I would love if PulseX got V3. You think we'll get it, bro? It's kind of I don't know. Because he always talks about how V2 pumps the prices the hardest. And that's the only thing that concerns me. He's going to stick to that ideology, that thought process. V2 pumps the prices the hardest versus V3. I would love to have a V3, man. I would. And in that way, we're at least keeping up a little bit with Uniswap. Uniswap's got V4 now, right? And the rest of if we're one behind, it wouldn't be so bad, at least with this technology. Now, if we get privacy pools on Pulse Chain, that's a brand new idea. There's no EVMs or privacy pools or a privacy chain besides Monero, and that's not an EVM chain. So Condor, good day to all. Hope everyone is all right. Man, we are feeling fine. Absolutely. Hit the gym this morning. Took all my supplements, my peptides, and I am ready to crush the week. And we're streaming. This is awesome day. I never fought an EHEX yet. You're one of the OGs who stuck up for it. There's not many of you guys. There's only a handful. There's a handful of you guys that stuck up for it. And us new guys, I'm a new guy, right? I came into the PulseX sacrifice. Us new guys, it was harder. It was oh, which one is the right one? Who do I listen to? I mean, you got to make your own decision. You got to have your own. You got to come with your own thought process against this. And that's what I did. I came out to my own thoughts. Okay, high risk, high reward, but that deserves a position in my portfolio. I mean, fucking crypto. All that shit's high risk, high reward. Just at what degree? Man, yeah, man. Start doing some TA again, bro. Love it. How's Dane these days? Corey, hope he's well. Yeah, he's good, man. If you guys want to see him, he'll be out the PLS 369 tour. Come on out, man. We're all of us are gonna be out there. It'll be a lot of fun. But he's good. I was on a meeting before this one with him. We're doing our thing, man. We still have our business going where we're onboarding real estate guys and entrepreneurs into the Pulse Chain ecosystem. Our community's got 300 members in it now. We're growing that. We sign up between, anywhere from, 5 to 10 of high level entrepreneurs. And then we do the basic level education too for guys who just want to come and spend a month with us. So 2 ways we do it. I was at a party last night, Super Bowl party. And the guy there was hosting it. He came into our community side. I mean, the guy is multi-millionaire, right? And his first bridge in was $1 million to Pulse Chain. First bridge in, $1 million. It's like, bro, dude, you're gonna have a bigger portfolio than me. Come on, man. If you keep on bridging money like that in, shit. But he's doing well. Yeah. TA with Thursday on what the hex you could go. Oh, you should come as a guest. I would love it, dude. Shoot me an invite or something, or talk to the guys over there. And I would love to come on, dude. I would love that. It'd be a lot of fun. Talk about Hex T-shares. Isn't Crispy Man on there? He always gives me shit because I'm not the biggest advocate of long-term staking. I have my 555s, but once again, it's risk reward for me, and that's high risk. Yeah, there's a high reward, but it's high risk. Plus, I want to get rich this cycle. That's how I built my portfolio. Come be a guest. Man, I would love to. I'll be on Thursdays. I think I'm pretty open this Thursday, too. I don't think I'm that busy this week. Next week, I think I'm flying back to Arizona for a mastermind. But it'll be good. I hate flying from Arizona from Puerto Rico to Arizona. It's freaking 14 hours. He always said that pumps twice as much more with V2. Yeah, because of because of way they are equally paired. So he would dump SAC money in before releasing these. Oh, that's good speculation, man. I like that. And then release V3 for the stability of the asset. It's a good plan, man. I like that. Yeah, it helps stabilize it, add a lot more liquidity. This is smart, Mr. Crypto J. I like that. Let's see if it happens that way. That is wonderful speculation, though. I love that. I might add that to when I'm ranting about my theories. I like that theory a lot. We'd love to meet Chris in person. Sure, we could squash the silly beef quickly. And there's silly beef. Where's our silly beef? Me and you got silly beef? We don't have silly beef. Man, I love Toby one. Hex Toby. You and Chris got silly beef? Man. Come on, man. Yeah, what's going on over there? Hi, mate. So I don't get the ink inflation reduction, so it's not built into the code. No, man. All these DEXs have a master chef. 9inch has got a master chef. Uniswap has a master chef. They don't have like an incentive token that pays up. If you go to like Sushi Swap or some of these other DEXs, like all DEXs for the yield that's given and what's added to the contract, and that you have to have a master chef. And that part has technically what it's admin keys. It's not immutable. You can't have that immutable. So it's always that way with these things. So RS can reduce inflation as you please. I thought it goes through a halving. There is no halving, man. That shit was the dumbest narrative. There's no halving. That was spun up by the community, and it was complete bullshit. There's no halving. If you have one ink coming out every day, that's not what it is. I think the inflation was like 8,000 something a day or whatever. The community is saying there's a halving because versus the supply, every year the supply doubles, there was a halving versus what comes out. That's stupid bullshit. That's a narrative to get people wrecked. Now, ink never halved. That was just crap from the community. Make people buy ink. The camera. The inflation never halved. It was just the inflation versus the total supply, which is a metric that's dumb. So, and good welcome to him too. Yes, absolutely. Set a floor, bro. Yes, take that. Put the new floor in. We're ready for it. Come on, don't take much. There's a little bullish news. Does this mean there's a bunch of ink inflated minute in the background collecting since it's in the code? No, it's not in the code. You could change it with the admin keys as it mints 31 million a year. Nope, it's been reduced. The inflation completely reduced 90%. Ours could just increase the inflation when he wants later. Yes, he could increase the inflation later, which I think, like, once again, like Toby said, he acts kind of like the Fed. The Fed will add money into the economy and taper back interest rates. It's another thing they do when they want things to go boom, and they do the opposite when things are overheated and they want to stop the inflation from going out of control. And so it's the same way. It's just playing a very smart market maker. It's kind of what the Fed does with us, and I think it's a genius. So I think we'll see that inflation come back in the bear. I do. And so if you want to be a hex staker, if you want to be a yield farmer, those are the times that you want that inflation anyways, really. stock up as many coins as you possibly can. It's part of your DCA, right? Like the bull, we're kind of done. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I get it. If you want some inflation on top, it'd be awesome. But man, these sharks and whales that dump it down, I guarantee he sat down and did some math, some monkey math, and it's not good. But I saw one whale capitulate, man. He was a guy who rolled like 100 and something million hex every single month, or no, it was more than that. But he capitulated and left because of this, because he's a net seller. He's a net seller every single month, and that's how he lives his life, right? He's selling all that inflation, and it's hard to push the price up when that's a constant. It's a constant on the books, right? And so, yeah, it's get rid of them, dude. Goodbye. Don't the door hitting the way out, man. If you want to come back in the bear when the inflation is back, come back in the bear. So. Well, anyways, 224 of you guys watching once again, 64 of you guys on YouTube. Give me a like, smash the bell notification, send the algorithm in the stratosphere. We keep preaching the good word of wealth creation through cryptocurrency, wealth preservation through real world assets like real estate, oil and gas, business, and not paying the 3-letter agencies in between. That's what we're passionate about. I moved to Puerto Rico for it. I'll be using the trust when I leave Puerto Rico. We're probably leaving in the middle of 2026, somewhere next year. Who knows? Might go live in China for a while. We're going to go visit China for a couple months this year. That'll be fun. And my wife owns a house out there. It's kind of my house too, because right, we're married. Kind of. I don't know if it counts in China. That's how it works. But she owns a house out there, and so who knows? Maybe we'll go spend some time out there. I don't have to be tied down to one place. So it's like, why not? Be a lot of fun. So, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Once again, if you want to increase your value in the bear, you want to 10x your portfolio, you just need to 10x the value you bring to your community, your fellow man, your fellow woman. Take that value, aka money, put it in crypto and 100x your fucking life, man. And you're running out of time. The time is now. Engines are ready. Guys, have a good one. I will see you mañana.